Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jackie and today I'm here to do a non-spoiler review for The Wicked Deep by Shea Ernshaw. This was the chapter by chapter book club book of the month for the month of June, and that is the Goodreads group I run over on Goodreads. If you guys do not know, the link is always down below. And this is a YA urban fantasy novel, and it follows our main character Penny, who lives in a town known as Sparrow, Oregon. And in this town, the town was pretty much cursed. Back in the 1800s, 3 sisters were drowned in the harbor for being accused as witches, and every year since then they have come back and taken their revenge by drowning young boys in the water after they've taken over the bodies of 3 troubled teenagers. And it follows Penny in present time as swan season, which is the time of year that the sisters come back and take their revenge, is about to start, and a boy comes into town, brand new, named Beau, and he knows nothing about the Swan Sisters and what they do every year. And it follows Penny as she is trying to decide whether she wants to save herself or save Beau. So this book has been getting a lot of praise around BookTube. I'm sure you guys have heard about it. And I didn't know if I would like this or not, because I kind of go into urban fantasy books being very wary. But I really enjoyed this book. Everything about it didn't make it feel like it was a debut novel, because this is a debut, but I really enjoyed it. So without further ado, let's jump right into the review. This is, like I say, urban fantasy, which definitely isn't normally my taste. I love fantasy in general, but urban fantasy is just a subgenre of fantasy that I normally don't reach for. But the atmosphere that this book had was fantastic, which is definitely always a plus. Then going into the characters, Penny was definitely a very good character. I really enjoyed reading from her perspective. She is very headstrong and independent, and I enjoyed kind of seeing her struggle between whether she wanted to save herself from, without spoiling what happens towards the end of the book, what happens to her at the end, or saving Beau from being one of the male victims from the Swan Sisters. Her struggle was very interesting to see, so I really enjoyed her character. In general, I didn't really have any problems with her. Then diving into the romance I loved and hated at the same time. I think in general, Penny and Beau, because that's really not a spoiler, you kind of know from the beginning that they're going to end up together. They were a good couple, but it felt very insta-lovey at the same time. Like I said, you kind of know from the minute that they meet that they're going to end up together in the end. It's just kind of common sense. And even though they kind of deny it at first, Penny and Beau, more specifically Beau, I could tell was like in love with Penny from the minute they met. But Penny kind of denied her feelings towards Beau for, I would say, the first 150 pages or so, until closer to the middle in the end, where she really realized her feelings towards Beau. So that was just okay as far as romance. Like I said, it's not my favorite thing in the world, but it also isn't the worst thing in the world. Then going into the plot was my favorite part of this book. I really loved how I believe the author, just from the atmosphere that this book has surrounding it, took inspiration from Salem, Massachusetts and the Salem witch trials, because it does have that witchy aspect about it, with the Swan Sisters, being accused of witches. So it definitely had that Salem-esque element to it, which I always enjoy those elements incorporated into books. And then as far as the rest of the plot, I kept guessing, who was who for the good majority of the time. Like, who were the sisters? What are the other side characters? Had they taken over the bodies of? Who was going to be drowned? I definitely kept guessing. And then we get to the end of the book, which I actually did see coming, where I'm not going to spoil it, obviously, but something does happen to Penny that makes us realize something, and I called it from the middle of the book. I'm like, that's going to happen, I already know it. And then I also felt like the ending was a little too rushed, in my opinion. It just definitely felt like it went a little too fast, and it could have been extended like another 100 pages or so, because this book is not that long. It's only about 300 pages. So I felt like it could have been just a teeny bit longer, and I think this would have been a 5-star read for me. But like I said, enjoyed the plot, and that's that. And then as an overall ending to this review, like I said, I was very impressed. A great debut novel. I will definitely be picking up more books by this author in the future when she comes out with more. And overall, I give this a 4 out of 5 stars. And that is everything I'm going to have for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you have not already, I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I will have a link to where you guys can pick up the Wicked Deep down below in the description bar if you guys would like to check it out, along with all my social media links. And with all that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you soon for another video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye!